Hello, and welcome to Developer Office Hours as a part of the Autonomous Aurora Buildathon. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedules today and joining us today. And today is a really exciting day because we have very special guest here with us. And I would like to invite Sean to join me on stage. Hey, Sean, how's it going?
Going great. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure to have you. Do you mind just sharing a brief kind of introduction of who you are and what you're working on?
Yes. So my name is Sean Conrad. I do developer relations for the Secret Network Foundation. And I'm very excited to be here with you and Autonomous today discussing the winners of Hack Secret 5, where we were just partnered together um, with our first ever AI agent hackathon, which just concluded at the tail end of EthDenver. And excited to share updates from Denver today and also just the winners of our Hack Secret hackathon.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sean. It's a pleasure to have you. And I'll bring you on the stage in a few minutes when we're going to discussing the EthDenver news. Thank you so much for
Perfect.
coming on. Yeah. So just a few slides before we proceed to the actual announcing the winners and doing the recap of the EthDenver. Please make sure to follow us on our socials. We have two accounts on X. First is AutonomousNet, is the account where we share most of the news about the network. The second one, and it's the account that we recently created, is the Autonomous Labs, and that's where you can follow all of the all the news about the developments on the network. And so, if you're more a bit kind of builder focus, that's the account that you will definitely need to follow. And of course, we're always available across other platforms like Discord, Telegram, and Forum. So please join us across all socials uh, to get all the latest updates about the network. And as for the agenda, we have a really amazing agenda today. So first, we're going to be covering some developer news because it's been a while since we had the developer office hours last time, and celebrate some developer efforts. So celebrate some of the community contributions to the project. And then Sean and I, we're going to go briefly and talk about the EthDenver overview, kind of what's been and what exciting things happen in Endeavor. And then, of course, we're going to reveal the Hack Secret 5 submissions and announce the winners for the Hack Secret 5 hackathon before proceeding to the Q&A. Okay, as for some of the developer news, we really excited to share that the Autonomous Academy has been fully revamped and is available for you. So Autonomous Academy is the best learning resource for you if you're only finding out about the autonomous network, because it covers everything from the white paper, from the really technical details, and all the products that we are currently building. And this revamp has been completed made by Charlie, our amazing marketing manager. He spent a lot of time and effort going through every single page of the academy and making sure that everything is very up to date. So please feel free to give it a read and provide feedback. And the academy is available for you at academy.autonomous.xyz. And secondly, Carlos, our amazing engineer, created an API documentation for the auto drive. So if you're utilizing the Autonomous DSN, and if you want to find out more about what's the tooling, what's the functions, what are the schemas available for you for the auto drive API, feel free to proceed to the mainnet.autodrive.autonomous.xyz API docs and read more about the AutoDrive API documentation. Another exciting thing, we now have a third faucet, which was launched by the community. So that's a fully community-driven faucet created by one of our amazing ambassadors, Charlie. It's available to you via this link, and I know that Charlie has been also pretty active in Discord, so you can find the link on the Discord as well. So there's just one other way that you can claim faucet on our Taurus testnet and start building on the Taurus testnet on the Autonomous network. And for those of you who would love to see the development of a very new and exciting dApp called AutoChat, which Wolfrage is working on, we don't really have a link to the live and deployed application yet, but it's really cool to just follow along the application development on the Discord. So if you are curious to learn more about the application, if you are curious to test it out and provide some feedback to Wolfrage, please make sure to join us in the developer chat on Discord and follow along this amazing kind of journey of development of this live chat dApp. And let's spend a few minutes celebrating developer efforts. So as you know, we are really appreciating all of the community contributions that you do to the project, whether it's the documentation improvements or some code contributions to the monorepo. We're really thankful for all of your contributions. And let's go through some of them and highlight what has been the contributions for the past month, so for February 2025. We've got 3 amazing contributions in a monorepo created by Dimitrolito, Tomas Androil, and TDS. So it's been a bunch of improvements, from documentation improvements, fixing some spellings, to a really complex contribution that improved farms maintenance performance by introducing parallelization. So these sort of improvements are really exciting to see, and of course we're going to be rewarding TDS for their contribution as a part of the ongoing contribution contest. So thank you so much for those contributions. For the documentation improvements, we've got 4 amazing PRs created by Pronos, Markofan, and Vexer. Thank you so much for these contributions, guys. It's always great to see those coming. And this month, I'm really excited to share that we've got some amazing contributions to Austral, to our block explorer, created by Varun Galleria Codes and some coding user. So these updates, they've added a bunch of UX improvements for Astral, and these are really invaluable. So thank you so much again for all the contributions. And of course, last but not the least, let's also go over and take a look at the translation leaderboard. So our translators, they make sure that the documentation is accessible for you in your native languages. So in the last month, we've got over 5,000 words translated in 3 languages: in Russian, in Spanish, and in Chinese by 4 contributors. And the top contributor was Zulkes, who will be getting a reward as a part of the translation contest. Once again, thank you so much, everyone, for your contributions, and we really appreciate them. Now it's time to go over some of the EthDenver overview. So EthDenver is a really amazing conference, and if you haven't been to one, it's one of the main conferences happening in the US. And what makes it different from all the other conferences is that it's really builder focused. What I mean by that: so on this conference, most of the people who are visiting the conference are builders. They're there to work on the integrations, to work on the hackathon, and to participate in the workshops. And that's exactly what we've been doing and co-hosting in EthDenver. So I'm just gonna bring Sean to the stage for the moment. Hey Sean, welcome back on stage. What are your thoughts on the EthDenver this year?
My first thought is it was just a blast being in the Hacker House IRL with you and the Autonomys team. Yeah, it was just a very fun time. A lot of times working in crypto, we're all just cameras off, PFPs, remote. So to have a week where we could all just be together, and there was sun shining for once, and I'm coming from New York City where it was all snow. So we were able to just work together in the backyard and have infinite Red Bull and coding sessions. I thought it was a very fun time.
Oh, absolutely. And it was such a lovely time just getting to know you and everyone from the Secret Network team. You guys are absolutely awesome. I know we've partnered up some time ago and we were kind of well aware of the project, but we haven't really seen you before kind of in person. And having this week just dedicated to working together, spending quality time together in the Hacker House and chatting with developers was an absolute pleasure.
Agreed. Yeah, it's a blast.
Yeah,
it was fun starting to kind of get to dive into your guys' tech a little bit, which I hadn't before. And I think in just reviewing these submissions too, I created my first ever Autonomys API developer key. Yeah, it's really cool to see what you guys are doing.
Oh yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, it was absolutely great to witness the workshops as well. So, but we're gonna go back to the Hacker House just in a few slides from now.
Wonderful.
Yeah, thank you, Sean. So for some of the events that that Autonomous has been hosting and co-hosting, other than Hacker House, which we're gonna get back to, was the AI Agent Day. That was an amazing opportunity to connect with builders, focus on the agent framework, and who were deploying autonomous agents on chain. And we've got a very short video from that day, which I'm gonna play just briefly. So as you can see, it's an absolutely stunning venue. A lot of people. We've got our own stand. We're giving away all the merch and talking to people about our project, about our tech, working on the integrations. And as you can see, there was another separate section where the workshops were happening, and the final sections, as you can see, our Todd, our CEO, right here, delivering the speech on the autonomous agents on the panel. So this event was absolute blast. We absolutely loved it. It was, to me, honestly, it was probably one of the highlights from the event in general. The EI Data Summit, hosted by Ivana. It was an amazing opportunity to connect with Ivana and just to explore what are the technical integrations and what are the next steps for development and moving forward together. And Ivana is, I can say that they are absolutely cooking, and we cannot see and cannot wait to share kind of what's coming. And here are the few pictures from this event, which was also absolutely amazing. Of course, we also participated on the Z Rollup Day, and we've joined some other projects like Open Data Labs, Secret Network, Phala Network, and Vana. And Todd was actually hosting a panel there. On this event, we've also had the roll-up. We're giving away merch, just chatting with people, and made a lot of really great, useful connections. So another successful event in our collection of memories from EthDenver. And I can say that it was absolutely amazing to connect with the secret network. And of course, because Autonomous is a fully remote team, so we don't really get to work alongside together much, like a lot. So it was a lot of pleasure to just get to meet the team members, work together at the Hacker House. Our engineering actually had a very successful engineering offsite right at the Hacker House. So yeah, it was, as Sean said, it was an absolute blast to just having Hacker House and working together and seeing each other in person for some people for the first time, and just to reconnect with some of the people from the other times. Going back to the Hacker House, yeah, and it was a really cool venue. So just to give you an idea of what that was. So we joined the Secret Network at their secret house for the hackathon, and we've been having this daily workshop so people can stop by, enjoy the drinks and food, and listen to the workshops. And there was a bunch of workshops hosted by the Secret Network, by the Autonomous Network, and also by the ecosystem partners. And most of the workshops, they were recorded, and we will be unveiling them in our social media. Sean, what was the highlight of the Hacker House for you? Was there anything like a workshop that stood out, or any of the events that really stood out to you?
I thought it was fun just the day we had the media day, and the for anyone who's listening, the Hacker House was pretty chill. It was mostly just developers deving. But there was one day where we had more of like a bigger party on a Thursday with a lot of like media people there, and also just got to see teams. Other protocols came by, people I hadn't seen in a while who've worked with Secret in the past. I got to see some of the Shade Protocol team. So that was a lot of fun, just being able to just hang out with everyone in the backyard and have a few beers and just catch up with familiar faces.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it was a really cool combination of having this work area inside a house, the area for the workshop,
Mhm.
but also having the backyard. So as you say, like to get some to see some light, to get some tan, and to work on the backyard and chat with other people. It was
Yeah. And
it
just
was really great.
the co-working, like I think on like the first day I was there, Jeremy asked me if I'd used Cursor yet, and I said no. And he was like, well, "What are you doing with your life?" I downloaded it like right then, and then just coded with it for the rest of the week. And yeah, just things like that where you're just talking with people, and it just changes the developer experience for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and so as you can see on the slide here, so we've got some really cool events hosted by throughout the week. So these are the things that really will be remembered, and like we're really happy that that they happened. So it was a really cool experience of having the Hacker House. Awesome, thank you, Sean. And I'll invite you on stage in a few minutes.
Great.
All right, and now let's go to the most exciting part of today's call. And so now we are ready to unveil the winners of the HackSecret 5 Hackathon for the autonomous tracks. Just to remind you, we've got 2 tracks for the hackathon, and the track 1 was the Unstoppable AI Agents with Autonomous Agents framework, where we invited you to create agents that can interact with social networks while maintaining permanent, verifiable memory on-chain through the autonomous network. And kind of as an example of that application, it could be something like cross-platform social network engagement agent that stores all interactions permanently for transparency and verifiability. It's a very interesting track. Got some amazing submissions, but there was one that particularly stood out. So for the winner of the first track with the $3,000 prize, and please the drum roll. The winner is the blockchain Oracle's AgentMint.ai application. So AgentMint is a comprehensive full-stack decentralized application for creating and managing AI-powered meme coins across multiple blockchains with automated social media presence. What are some of the things that it supports? First, you can go and launch your meme token across different chains. So it supports the EVM chains. I believe the integration with the secret network is also undergoing. As soon as you create your meme coin, you're able to connect to the Autonomous Agents framework via the API, and it will automatically create a Twitter account and kind of start posting about your meme coin on X, which I thought was a pretty cool idea and integration. And of course, the application is also using the auto drive to store the images that you upload. So it's really comprehensive tool to just which combines both the storage and the Autonomous Agents framework. Thank you so much, Blockchain Oracle. It's really exciting to see another submission coming from you. And hey, it scored you $3,000 for the first prize winner for the track 1. So congratulations, and thank you so much for your amazing submission. For the track 2, and the track 2 was built with AutoDrive, Autonomous permanent decentralized storage. So for this track, we invited you to revolutionize data permanence with the AutoDrive, and we were seeking innovative applications that leverage our next generation distributed storage platform. So you could build solutions that ensure that data is always accessible, immutable, and secure without relying on traditional pinning services. And once again, we've got some amazing submission for the second track. Second track was a little bit more popular for submissions. So it was the competition for the track was really high. And Autonomous team dedicated 4 people to judge all of the applications. And yeah, by the average score, it was a really, I just believe me when I say this, it was a really difficult choice to make and really tough competition for the track. But we've identified 2 winners, and the $2,000 will be split between 2 projects. And the first project that will be getting the reward for the second track is Harry Style Dev's decentralized collaborative file repository. So DCFR is decentralized file management platform that puts control in hands of its community through DAO governance. Every file operation from uploads to deletion is decided by member voting, ensuring transparent and democratic file management. We were really impressed by the application. It was really cool to see the data DAO kind of aspect coming into life. So that application is utilizing the auto drive as per the track. So all the information that's been uploaded into it is stored permanently and verifiably on chain. But what's more important, before proceeding, before uploading the data, it goes through the voting process. So first, the DAO decides whether to store this information or not. So that was really, really cool to see. As some of the key features, you can upload files through community-approved proposals. There was a democratic file deletion process, controlled file sharing, so you can share who you wanna, who the data DAO will be sharing the files with, and gaining and kind of sharing the access control. And is utilizing auto drive and has the data governance features. So amazing submission, and thank you so much, Harry Style Dev, for your submission, and it won you $1,000 in the prize for the second track. And another submission is Asamu's Autonomous Copilot. I really want to say that this application, it's already the second time we were reviewing it, because the first initial submission was done for the Autonomous Auto Horizon Challenge. And at that time, it didn't score the winner place, any of the podium places, but it was very, very close. It's just lacking some of the features, and it was amazing to witness that Asamush continued working on the application, and at that time, it was significantly improved. But just to talk to you, to introduce you to the application, so Autonomous Copilot is an AI-powered data management and decision-making agent built on the Autonomous network, designed to help users securely store fragmented data while making informed decisions. By leveraging the Autonomous Distributed Storage Network, Autonomous Copilot ensures long data persistence and efficient data processing. So this is the Telegram-based application, which allows you to converse with your Copilot, with an AI agent, but also if you want to store some specific part of the conversation, some specific context, it also allows you to utilize the auto drive and store the conversation, store the context that you want to save. And compared to your last submission, it now works flawlessly. It's very fast. It's very responsive. The quality of the LLM is very high up, and it's also using Secret AI. So one of the providers for the LLM for the chat-based functionality is the Secret AI. So it was really cool to see that this application is utilizing multiple technologies to provide this seamless and great experience for the user. So Asamush, amazing submission. Thank you so much, and $1,000 prize for the second track is yours. Congratulations. Okay, and I'm gonna bring Sean back on stage. Oh, sorry, not yet. Just a few more slides before I give the floor to Sean. Some honorable mentions. So we've got over 53 submissions overall for the hackathon, and about 10 of them were eligible for the autonomous tracks. And these are the submissions that really stood out. They were really close to scoring the winning prizes, but didn't make it to the kind of top 2 projects. First, we've got Quang Wu case, Etherlink, which is the universal decentralized content access. So it uses the AI3 kind of gateway to access the files that are stored on chain on the DSN. Really amazing applications. It got really good scores from the judges, but almost made it to the winners list. Thank you so much for your submission, and we're really hoping that you continue working on the application, and we'll be following all of the improvements. Another one that really stood out was Cap Goblin's Conflux AI, which is the kind of collaborative AI trading and privately secured platform, which also uses some of the secret networks features. Once again, it was an amazing submission, and thank you so much, Cap Goblins, for the Cap Goblin for that. I was really close to scoring a win as well. And last but not the least, Ijlal's 321's Pixel Lock Vault, which is the kind of the storage for the photos that you can share with different people. So also with the access control list. Amazing idea, amazing UI. It was really great to go and test your application. So it's definitely worth kind of shouting out. So yeah, thank you so much, Ilyal, for your submission. Amazing idea, and would really love to see you continue on working on that and improving the application. I think that should be it for the Autonomous Network tracks. Thank you so much, and yeah, congratulations to all the winners. And I'm gonna bring back Sean. Hey, Sean.
Hello.
Right, it's time to unveil the winners for your tracks. I believe a lot of people are really
Time
hoping
to decrypt the TEE.
Yeah.
So everyone, we had 3 tracks with secret for HackSecret 5. We had a secret AI track. It's the first time we had a hackathon using the secret AI SDK. We had a native secret track. So that's just applications that are built natively on secret using secret network smart contracts. And we had a cross-chain computation track, which is using secret networks cross computation layer, or CCL for short. And what was interesting to see about this hackathon was, like, in the past, most everything we've seen has been, I'd say the past 2 hack secrets, it's been using the CCL, this cross-chain documentation to build cross-chain applications. But in this hackathon, we saw there were all of the submissions were for the secret AI track, which is exciting for us to see that the secret AI it's being used. And for anyone who's listening, who's tuning in, who maybe has not heard of secret AI before, what it is it's just access to LLMs inside of a confidential virtual machine using TDX. So you can be able to chat with AI in a confidential environment so that all of your prompting, all of that code, all those messages remains private. So there were no submissions for the CCL track. So everything that we're unveiling today, it's just for the native secret track and for the secret AI track. So let's start with the native secret track. We had 2 winners for this. All right, yeah, we can go to the next slide. You ready? Okay, so our first prize is called Unchained Poker, and the developer of Unchained Poker is going to be winning $1,250 USD for this application. This developer started with Secret along the beginning of HackSecret. They had an idea for a really interesting poker application that was actually built on Solana, but they wanted to find a way to have confidential VRF. How do you verify that your randomness is fair and developed on chain? And so they began this developer journey of starting to integrate secret contracts into their project. And in this, they actually came up with a really innovative way to do randomness, but also hand generation for their poker application, as well as using secret query permits, which is very exciting to see. It's just they're a developer who was new to the secret ecosystem, and they dived into our docs and built something that I think is really cool, really exciting, and I'm really excited to see where this application goes when it's live on mainnet. They also have a pretty UI that's pretty complex. It's not something you could just spin up with ChatGPT. So that's our first prize. Shouts out to Unchained Poker, and continue on to the second prize. Habachain. So this is an interesting project because it utilized both secret AI and secret contracts. What it does is it allows users to securely record their behaviors and then receive personalized interventions and monitor their progress. So the way I tested this application was something that I want to stop doing is touching my hair so much when I'm thinking. And I asked it, I said, hey, I'm touching my hair too much. What can I do? And then it's embarrassing, right? I'm sharing it with all of you because you're my friends and family, but it's an embarrassing thing, right? I don't want to share that publicly. That's why Secret AI is a perfect use case for this kind of thing. It's you're prompting Secret AI with your private prompts. And then the Habit Chain, the app, it uses Secret AI to analyzes that information, provides useful feedback on ways you can improve that habit, and then stores all this information actually in Secret Network smart contracts. So this is one of the few applications we saw that actually integrated both secret contracts and Secret AI. It's a really clean UI with a really clean like wallet connection interface, and this is why this won second prize. All right, now we're moving officially on to the Secret AI dApps for applications that utilize Secret Network's Secret AI SDK. First prize is Sentinex. So we are very excited to see this application. This is a great use case of Secret and Autonomys. There were a few applications that were built as part of the 53 applications that were submitted to HackSecret 5 that utilized both Autonomys and Secret Network. This is one of them. And what this is really cool. So they're using Secret AI to be able to prompt this application to be able to do cross-chain token launches, bridges, and audits, as well as DeFi analytics. So you can, for example, when I was testing this out, what I would do is I could take a Solidity smart contract, for example, like in the application itself to launch the tokens, the AI uses just like a basic Open Zeppelin token generator contract. So I just take that contract, paste it into the Secret AI chatbot, and ask it to audit this contract for me. And if there's any security issues or dilemmas, please let me know. So this was just a very cool example of something that's using Secret AI with DeFi in a way that was innovative and something we haven't seen before. Secret AI account system. So this is also a very cool project to see. This also uses secret contracts and Secret AI. And the way it works is you're able to actually audit your confidential documents. So like if you have confidential financial documents, you don't want that information to be stored on chain in a public way. You want it to remain encrypted. And you also don't want to pass your financial data to OpenAI or some other public API. This is a perfect use case of secret contracts and Secret AI. And they also implemented an optical character recognition interface to actually be able to scan the data of the documents that you upload. So this is just like a really cool kind of full stack application that's using Secret AI, secret contracts, and OCR and solving a real world problem. Third prize is the JavaScript SDK for Secret AI. Shout out to Zenopi. Zenopi is an active Secret Network community contributor. He's on most of our developer calls every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And this is just an awesome project to see. This is just the perfect example of a developer who's like highly tuned in to what's happening in the developer community and creating things that he thinks would be helpful to the existing developer community. So, he's on all these calls, and we had this Python SDK for Secret AI. We did not have a JavaScript SDK. And so Zenopi took it upon himself to build this out. He also created a really cool front end, which you can actually check out and play with if you go to earth.network. I think it's ERTH.network. And if I'm wrong on that, please join the Secret Network Telegram group, the developer community Telegram group, so that we can point you to the right resource. But he created a full stack application that's using the JavaScript SDK that he built for this hackathon to showcase its abilities. And I actually got to play around with it when I was in Denver for EthDenver and got to use it myself and make my own adjustments to it when I was trying to integrate the Coinbase developer SDK. That's our third prize. I think we have one fourth prize for the track too. Ah, yes, Conflux AI. So Conflux AI is a AI platform that enables collaborative model training and crypto trading with profit distribution. So this is really interesting to see. The developer, they built something where you can actually, I think in the example, you just feed it data that exists like in a CSV file. And from there, the model can actually analyze it and then produce, make decisions based on the data for your DeFi. And it also integrates secret contracts. This was something that's like extremely, it's an amazing use case. There were a few things technically that weren't implemented all the way through, which is why it won fourth prize as opposed to maybe first or second or something. But this is an amazing thing that we definitely want to see built out more because we think it's an amazing use case and it was a very cool use case of secret AI. And lastly, these are our honorable mentions. So these are projects that built using secret AI, weren't one of these first through fourth place categories, but they have working applications that they developed. It's clear that they actually integrated secret AI, and we saw some pretty cool applications come out of this. So we saw Doc Assist is sort of like it's confidential patient to AI analysis. This is the developer who made this is somebody who's built for previous HackSecret, so we're very excited to see you back again. Secret AI Writer was like a writer assistant. Secure Chat AI was just a chat bot with secret AI. Autonomous Copilot we already touched on, and CoForge AI was an actual like CLI that integrates chat functionality with secret AI. So all of these projects we're also very excited about. It's awesome to see that they successfully integrated secret AI, and we hope to see you build more on Secret Network. That's all of the projects from the Secret Network tract.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean. It looks like you got some really amazing projects as a part of the HackSecret hackathon. Really excited.
Yeah. It was cool to see. It was the first time with Secret AI, so just to see how many developers built on that was awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I've actually got a chance to play with the Secret AI during the hackathon as well, and I think it's a really awesome tech. And we would really, really love you to have you back one day, maybe in a few weeks from now. And if you could lead the workshop, talk to the Autonomous developer community more about the secret network, secret AI, and all the cool things that you are working on and building. I think that would be really, really exciting.
Yeah, I love that. Definitely.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean. And once again, thank you so much for everyone who participated in the HackSecret 5 hackathon. It's been an honor, and it's been absolutely pleasure to go over the submissions, to review them, and to rank them. And looking forward to seeing more involvement from you and for the submissions that you're going to work on the upcoming hackathons.
Thank you, everybody, for all your contributions. I know how grueling building for hackathons can be, so appreciate all the hard work that went into everyone's development work.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and we're gonna be, of course, reaching out back to every submitter to the on Aurora hacks and providing some of the feedback for the project. So please expect to see a message from us in the upcoming week with some feedback on your project and all that. Okay, I think we covered most of the things that we wanted to cover for this call. So now it's time for the Q&A. And Sean, if you don't mind, you can stand on stage to see if there is any questions regarding the secret network as well.
Perfect. I love this comment that just says Sean's the best.
Yeah, it looks like you've got a lot of people admiring you in the chat, but there is one specific. Yeah, just like this one. But there's
Everyone
one
keep the
specific
compliments
comment.
flowing. Yeah.
Really love to see this positive atmosphere in the chat. Yeah, please keep it coming, keep them coming. But there is really one comment that stood out. So Roman says, yeah, no questions, but thanks so much for help. And moreover, the general nice vibe in the Telegram group. So okay, it looks like I'm getting some love in the chat as well.
Yeah, Emil
Yeah,
the
now
best.
now we are competing, of course, because Roman is just just inactive in the chat. Right. Does anyone have any questions to the Autonomous network or to the SEEK network or about the HackSecret 5 hackathon? Let's wait for a minute. All right, looks like we don't really have any questions, which is all right. It was great to have you, Sean. Thank you so much for joining us on the call.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Be in touch, everybody.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see you back in a few weeks from now for the workshop. I believe a lot of people in the Autonomous community will be really happy to see you again and learn more about the cool tech that you're working on.
Awesome. All right, thanks everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye, Sean. And just a few words before we wrap up the call. Let me just go briefly back to the agenda. As we wrap up today's developer office hours, I want to take a moment to acknowledge how far we've come together as a community. The launch of Mainnet Phase 2 is approaching, and with it comes incredible opportunities for builders like you to pioneer the future of AI 3.0 and decentralized execution. Some of the key takeaways from today's call. First, the updated Autonomous Academy is live and available for you. So if you're curious to learn more about the Autonomous Network, please make sure to go to the academy.autonomous.xyz and learn more about the framework and what we're building. Aurora Buildathon is undergoing. So we've wrapped up the HackSecret 5 hackathon and a bunch of EthDenver events, but it doesn't mean that we end here. So please stay tuned for the more announcements, for the more workshops, and probably more hackathons to come. So make sure to follow all of the announcements and to stay up to date. And what's next? So if you're a builder, now is the perfect time to start diving into our tools and start experimenting. If you want to be a part of the Autonomous Aurora Buildathon, make sure you're following all of the announcements. And a huge thank you once again for everyone who joined us today. We appreciate your passion, your feedback, and your contributions to our ecosystem. But until next time, stay decentralized, stay creative, and thank you for building with us.